Hey guys, I don't know what happened. I really can't tell, but I think the network was really, really acting up. I can't tell what happened. I'm going to request for Taiwo to join again. I mean, I'm going to invite him back about that, but I'm sure it's going to be sorted out. Yes, I'm very, very sure it's the network. I'm very sure.
Network.
Listen,
Network
listen.
100.
Nigerian problem. You
Network
see?
100.
Sorry about
Oh,
that.
it's zero.
Do you understand?
Eh?
Exactly. Network, you can't work for the network. You can't work for them. We find them. We are here. Oh God. Thank you for sticking around, Taiwo. Like, I don't know. Oh no, don't do this.
Network
Cannot
is
do
bad
this.
again, no.
Listen, it's going to be fine. Don't worry.
But it's
It's okay.
better now.
Yeah, better now, right? Okay. I'm happy. I'm happy
So
about
I was
that.
saying that we were talking about red flags here.
Yes,
So
that's what
I
we're talking
spoke
about.
about hygiene. I spoke about commodifying your love. I spoke about
Yes.
courage, gait, how you carry yourself. And
Mm-hmm.
I think the way they treat people too matters. Like, so if I were not Taiwo, would you treat your boyfriend like this? Or do you respect people generally? Are you proud? Are you needlessly proud? Can you
Mm.
not talk to people that you think you are above or you get so that
Yes.
we go somewhere together and maybe the waiter is there and you're bored, you're trying to do you get basically how you treat people, you respect people that are
Mm-hmm.
beneath, not just you see my mom for example and you're quick to kneel down, but if it were not my mom, would you greet
You
the
still
person like
do
that?
that.
Would you? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
I think those are the big ones for me. And
Okay. Okay.
also, I think I should add having family values. Some people do not care about family values, and
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to be
Mm.
in a family with someone that doesn't care about being a family. So
Right. No, no, no.
do
That's
you
the
think
word.
marriage is bondage for women? Do you think marriage reduces women to objects for men? Do you think a woman pursuing being married and all those kind of philosophies basically?
The
I'm
kind
not
of
going to
things.
use
Yeah.
feminism because I know that feminism has different types. There's radical feminism, there's liberal feminism, there's feminism that is really really good. Feminism is partly why maybe my sister went to the uni, why my sisters, why my mother, why you, of course, have gone to the uni as well.
Yeah.
But if it's the radical one where it's almost like you're now a man hater, you're always looking for fights with women because at times for example, when I say certain things in the comment section, people are looking at me like this guy, he must hate women. Yeah. Are you too advanced? Can you condone or can you deal with my honesty and bluntness? All those kind of stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's it by and large.
Okay. 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 So now listening to you, I heard you right. And funny enough, I must say that it's like what we look out for. I mean, like ladies, I hear a lot of ladies say similar things to what you just said now. How a guy treats somebody outside. I mean, apart from yourself, that is his partner. How of course, definitely. So these are very good points. Hygiene, what kind of person you
How
are.
you
Do you have
carry
family value?
yourself.
Right? Okay. All right. So now let's pin it down to what we're talking about today. All right. So Taiwo, what would you do if you found a woman that ticked all your boxes? For instance, I mean, I know you don't have specs in particular, but I mean, if you on a scale of 1 to 10, she meets like maybe 8.5 or 9, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so she ticks all of those boxes. But at the same time, she has like some of your red flags. Let's say she doesn't have family values. Or no, 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 let's not use that one. Let's say she's not good at hygiene and she's not a kind person, Like she doesn't treat every other person with kindness, but she ticks all of your boxes. I mean, and she's of course she's damn pretty. Like, oh, this girl, you know what I mean? What would you do in that case?
Okay, so I think that it depends on what she is willing to do. So if she's willing to change, if she's willing to amend certain things, like one of the mistakes we make in the dating market or in the relationship market today is that
Yeah.
people want perfection. They want perfect people. They want your girlfriend to be perfect. She dresses well. She's clean. She's thin. She's sharp, and there's no area
Angel
of
that fell
weakness.
from heaven straight, no interruptions.
Basically what my video did for yesterday was about perfection. So like
Please.
I don't think it's wise for anybody to actually like look out for perfection. You
Right?
always find
We're not perfect ourselves.
exactly. I myself have areas of weaknesses. I'm flawed, so it would be stupid of me to see a woman that ticks like 9 over 10 of my boxes, and I'm like, no, because of this one. Except that one is very, very, very strong. So, for example, let's say she has all of these things, and I don't consider her attractive. I will not bother because it's not something that can be amended.
No, no, no. So let's talk about, you consider her attractive.
Okay.
Because I'm driving somewhere. You consider her attractive. She looks good, right? But she's, she doesn't regard people. She doesn't
If
regard
she's
people.
willing
So
to
she doesn't have
change,
good
if she's
respect.
willing to change, I think that I might give it a shot. If she's willing to change, and if she's
Okay.
making attempts at changing, and I see that
I think-
it's genuine and it's not because of me. So another thing is, if the change is because of me, then I'll know that this change cannot. I don't want to say true, because if I'm not in the picture, what happens? You go back to your default mode. So like if I met you and you told me, oh, this is what I think I'm struggling with. I'm struggling with respecting people, but I'm trying to change, um, and this is what I've been trying to do. So I might exhibit this kind of behavior, or maybe she's not even aware, and I'm telling her, and she's, oh, I'm open to it. What do you think I can do? And she's trying to see, oh, this and this and
Mm.
that be done. I think that is not too much of a red flag. Like it's not a red banner that, oh, run, run. I'm not going to run if I see that. Do you get?
Mm. Okay, I hear you. So what you're saying now is the person has to show interest and make effort to try to change first before you start to date. Is that what you're saying? Is that before you start to date, or you can date them while you wait it out? Which one is it?
Actually, I think I can. Me, me. I'm okay. I think I can date them.
Forget, I will not forget to. This girl is damn fine.
No, that's what I'm saying. I will date while. Well, and another thing is me, I don't really, if she likes, you should be finer than Jesus. There are many fine people in the world. There are many fine people in the world, and so it cannot just be because she's fine. It has to be that, oh, maybe she's uber intelligent, she's every other thing. Not those, oh, I find her attractive. She looks like this. She has a nice smile. She has that is very good and important to me. But like,
Yeah.
if it's just that will not really be the driving force. Oh,
Mm.
she's the finest person in the world and all of those things. So, like I said, I'll most likely do it while dating her because I find her attractive and I like her and the vibe is there,
Okay.
and then she ticks all the boxes. Just this, it's too. I feel is. I don't want to say it's inconsequential, but I think it's something that can be improved. If it is a variable that cannot be changed. So, for example, let's say short, she's 4'5" or 4'1". That's too short for me. That's extreme. I'm just using that as an example. She's 4'5". That's too short for me, and I would not even give it a second thought. Do you get?
I'll tell that to Kim Kardashian. Oh, she's not 4'5". I think she's about 5. Okay, she's 5.
Okay. So if you are five is not
No, that's
an
bad.
abomination.
Right?
But 4'5",
Yeah. No, that's bad. Okay. I hear you. All right, all right, all right. So that being said, so Taiwo, I want to tell you a story, right?
okay.
Because I mean, people say this a lot. I've had countless situations. I might have even experienced it myself. Mm-hmm. Situations where people don't get to show you their true character, and then you get committed to them. I don't even know how that works. I don't even know
I
for
know how it
real.
works. Don't
But
worry. I know how it works. I know how it works.
ah, girl, are you hearing?
I know how it works. No, I know how it works. We know
Like,
how
you
it works.
basically know how it works.
We are on this. We've been on the street, so we know how it
Oh
works.
God. You see what I'm saying? This conversation. Hey, don't worry, we're getting the heat. We're not yet on the heat on the hospital. Don't worry. So you see what I'm saying, right? Like, I don't know how people do this, but trust me, I've had a situation where somebody got to, I mean, probably ticked all the boxes, but at the same time, hid some very, very important traits. Do you understand?
Yeah, I do.
And I mean, you already see this person as so wonderful, meeting all of these, all of ticking all the boxes that you have in your mind and everything. But you get down to this point where some characters, for instance, things like aggressiveness, things like being rude, excessively rude, turning towards abusive, and all
Mm.
of that. Hi, Jumoke. Sorry, I just had to say hi to someone. Okay, so you see all of that, but you were already neck deep in this thing with this person. I mean, what would you advise at that moment? Because I mean, you know how these things can get. Let's be real, all right? So your emotions are already there. You guys have already probably even okay. Let's take it a step further. You know, people pretend till marriage sometimes, right?
Even
Yeah.
after marriage, yeah.
Even after marriage, it is crazy. You know, people do this, and I swear I don't know how that thing works because I think because people like me, like I am just so much of a sound going. Like you see me, that's me. That's just me. Like you've seen me. Do you
Yeah, yeah.
understand? So some people are so good at doing that. So when you get into that kind of situation, what do you do? Do you wait it out? That's why that's where I'm really hitting at the patience part. Because I mean, that's why I asked you if somebody meets like 8 out of 10 of all of your criteria, right? And then the person just has like two, but these two are like so
Mm.
strong. What do you do? Do you wait it out? Something like aggressiveness, or do you wait it out in that situation? Or you just break it up? What do you do?
So it depends on the the extent and how far you guys have come. So if
Mhm.
relationship is, let's say, 2 years, I'm using
Okay.
2 years because 2 years is a long time in quotes. So let's say it's 2 years relationship and then you've observed aggression, or you started observing aggression 8 months or a year into the relationship. So in the last 1 year you've experienced some level, you've seen him display aggression at you, and then, oh, let me use myself as an example. It's not
Okay.
possible, but let me use myself as an example that
Okay.
um, I'm in this relationship where my wife or my babe, let me use babe, my babe is beating me, which I said is impossible. But let's say I'm in that kind of relationship that my babe
Not
is
dated,
beating
not
me.
dated a WWE diva. Like what are you saying?
It's not
Listen.
possible. It's not
Someone,
possible. It's not possible.
are
So
you
let's say
serious?
I'm with somebody that is beating me. Yeah.
Okay.
First, me, I don't like. Well, that's what I
You
said. I
know
will
that
not.
now.
I don't like koala, so I think that I would not give it second. I don't think. I personally think there shouldn't be patience for certain behavior like aggression, because
Okay.
staying patient can cost you your life, and can, like, the impact can be very very far-reaching. So if it's something that, oh, what will happen at what's the worst that will happen with this behavior? So let me use a chronic cheat, for example. What's the worst that will happen if I'm dating a chronic cheat? If we
Okay.
are dating, the worst that will happen is I'll contract STI. So I'll say, okay, henceforth I will have protected sex with her, for example. If you know, you said she ticks all the boxes, so I'll have
Hey.
protected sex with this person. But I know that, oh, I'm never going to commit, especially with marriage in mind, that, oh, this is what I'm going to get married to. I know it's not so easy to do, but like, this is what I would do. I would maybe still stay in the relationship, hoping that she changes. I won't stay, but like, let's just speak, hoping she changes, and then taking measures that can that will reduce the impact of that behavior on me. But for aggression, I cannot risk it because she can stab me tomorrow. She's already slapped me, and if she slaps me about something fickle or something I think is not that deep. So I feel
Yeah.
like, so if it's something that is worse, if I do something that is maybe worse, or if she becomes so used to me that she has seen me finish, and then I'm like not the special Taiwo she used to know again. So
No, no,
what
no,
will happen? As
no,
long
no more butterflies. When all the butterflies
exactly
have
all
gone on
the
vacation.
butterflies are off, with this person, butterflies still they slap me. So if you can slap me with the butterflies and write and apologize afterwards, like you're so sorry, you're sweet and all of those things, what happens when the butterfly is not there and you don't see anything
Listen,
again?
I don't know. Sorry to come in there, but you know, that I can't help but remember a story that happened like in school. So I had this friend, this very nice girl, right? Very, very nice girl, and calm. You know, maybe your type because he said calm girls, very calm, calm and feminine. For
I
real.
beg,
So, not like us, we were all about it, by the noise makers. Like, oh, thank you.
I beg, please.
So for real, she was a really nice girl. So we didn't know she was actually dating I don't want to call names, but she was dating a very bad boy in school. You know, so she always come in with these bumps on her head and everything. And then we ask her, yes, she'll tell you she fell. She was always saying I fell. At some point I asked me, does this guy have a sickness? Like, why is she always falling, right? Until someone told me the gist. You understand how her boyfriend was really bad. One of this was in one of these confraternities, and he used to really beat her up. And she used to even give him like all her pocket money when she comes to school and all of that, all of that. So some one day we actually planned it as roommates. We staged her in the conversation. She just got into the room. So she kept on saying things like how this guy is so nice, how he's so nice, and he really apologizes to her when he does all of that. Do you understand? And trust me, I know this is a situation that a lot of women are facing. These people know how to just apologize to you, make you feel like you understand, make you feel like, oh, I
For the
mean,
mistake.
they never some even tell you it's an attack. As someone has told me, trust me. Listen, if this was the handwork of the devil, I don't even know what happened. It was the devil. Like,
The devil did not push
listen,
you to stab yourself. It's me the devil push you to
you
slap.
understand?
No,
Why can the devil attack you to go and just kill yourself, just
you
harm
know,
yourself?
you get
Why
what
must
I
the devil
mean.
bring it to me? Why must I be involved? You understand what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I do.
So you know, like, I don't even know how does this. Would you really believe somebody can be really nice to a person, like love them
Yeah,
for real, and still beat them?
it's
Is it
very
possible?
possible.
And
It's possible actually.
are
I
you
wouldn't.
serious?
Yes, yes, it's
Because the one
possible.
thing I bubble, because I've always said there is no love there. Once I hear that, I say there is no love there. Because if you love, I mean, why? Okay, why don't you beat yourself? I mean, the Bible said, "Love your wife like your
As you
flesh."
would
So,
yourself.
like, you understand? So, if you love yourself and you're not slapping yourself and hitting yourself every time, why would you beat this lady? Do you understand what I
Yeah,
mean?
I
So
do.
that's what I'm asking. Is there really love
There
there? You
might
believe there's
actually
love
be
there?
love. Actually, there might be love. In all honesty, there might be love. So, um, I think that people can be abusive. People can. It's like, how will I put this? It's like a parent abusing a child. So maybe when you were small, you did something very bad, and then your mommy is beating you, like beating you to the point of peeling your skin. There are parents that have cut the skin of their their child because they did something bad and they were angry at them. Yes, now. So like, I feel like one of the reasons why aggression, especially physical aggression, can
And I thought my parents were doing too much. Listen. Right now, my
I,
parents are angels.
I
Are
think
you for
that
real?
there's a correlation between like physical aggression and love is because I've seen parents do it to their children that they love with the whole of their might. And so I think that if you believe that flogging, for example, or physically hitting somebody is a way of correcting that their behavior, you might actually like you might think that you are correcting your spouse that way. So, for example, I don't really believe, not really, I don't believe in like physically hitting somebody or harming somebody to correct. Even children, I feel like more often than not, it's not really necessary to like slap and oh, to correct their behavior. So because I don't believe in that, if I marry somebody that I think is my baby in quotes, and maybe I'm way ahead of her in some aspects of life here, if she does
Okay.
something wrong, because I feel like I can talk to her and have a dialogue with her, dialogue about it with her, and it can inform her behavior to change. I'll most likely never see a need to slap her. But some people feel like, oh, you can flog somebody to correct them. You can make them know the gravity of what they've done by slapping them or by beating them. So when they find themselves in such situations, they can go physical. But yes, physical abuse is bad. Physical abuse is not the best way to go about it. But I feel like you can actually love somebody and physically abuse them. I think it's very possible.
I
But
swear,
I
like
do. Eh?
that is a total. I will not lie. I think this is the first time I'm hearing that. Yes, this is the first time I'm hearing that in an actual conversation. I mean, hearing that from you, I'm trying to give it a thought because recently I heard a woman. Okay, so this is the lady that I kind of respect. I mean, I don't know her so well anyway, but I mean, I just met her though. But she's a lot older. So she's one of she sells stuff anyway, so I patronize her from time to time. And so recently I was passing by and I stopped by to patronize her business. And then we just got talking, and then she made a statement like, sometimes we women we don't hear word, and that's why men sometimes it's good. I don't know. It's okay for a man to. She said something about it's okay for a man to
No, it's not
slap
okay. It's
a
not
woman.
okay. It's not okay.
I'm serious.
It can
That
never
was
be
what she
okay.
said. So I was like, I told her, I said, Auntie, how could you say that? I said, no, no, no. That some men just do it. That so they see it as a way of correcting a woman sometimes. That
That's what I was
just a way
talking
of
about.
correcting.
That's what I was talking. So when there is a faulty knowledge or faulty orientation, people can. That's why I said it's possible to love, but it shouldn't be the case. You should never
Right?
see a need to eat an adult or eat somebody that you love because you want to correct their behavior.
Honestly. So, like, I mean, I think that brings us down to the point of therapy, right? So, do you really think that when situations like this happen, for instance, if you had, I know you won't have, of course, you won't have that kind of partner, but if you had a partner that was abusive and all of that, would you advise them to
That,
do therapy?
do
Is
you
anything
understand is
wrong?
bad? So
No, I don't understand. I can grab a little, but not. Don't worry. Let's not go there.
okay.
Except somebody will help me. Meanwhile, let me read a comment here. I think Jumoke said something here. She said, "Let me paint a scenario. Growing up, our parents hit us, right? They love us. We all can hit and love.
Obviously.
Yeah, but those who are not disciplined enough, but those who do are not disciplined enough. Okay, yeah. Thank you for that, Jumoke. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of discipline. I mean, I like what you said, right? Why not have a conversation, a reasonable conversation? I've always been of the opinion, anyway. That's why I was going to ask you. Would you advise your partner to do therapy? Do you think it's insulting to tell your partner to do therapy, or like it's you just trying to help out? Do you understand? Would you advise your partner to do therapy, or would you just say, "Oh, I don't want him to feel bad, so I'm going to just cope with this character"? Like I said, do you understand? And wait it out and be patient. Because I mean, trust me, I'm going to tell you a story. Like I've seen a lady that went crazy because she was trying to keep up with the husband's attitude. When I mean crazy, she started losing touch with reality for real. Like she'll stand and pee on herself.
Wow.
Yes, a very pretty lady at that. Very pretty. She has had 3 kids, but she was still like, all put together, slim, nice. But she was losing touch because, every time you're with her, you can tell she's always complaining about this. I mean, ladies go through stuff. Oh. That's something you guys come and redeem yourselves now. I know, I'm glad you're not one of them. So, for
Let's
real,
go to
yeah,
stuff too, sir, but let's continue.
nobody hit you guys. You had ones that cheat. Nobody. Okay, so for real, so she whenever you're with her, she just goes off about how her husband, like you can tell this thing had gotten to her head. She just be saying, calling the guy's name. This guy doesn't appreciate me. He does not appreciate me. He does not do this for me. Whatever I do, he will never see the good in it. I'm telling you. And then and then she started taking a lot of alcohol and all of that. So that's what I'm asking. But a lot of people will tell you that, I mean, they'll make you feel like you're a bad person for trying to step out of an an abusive relationship with someone who's aggressive. You know, because they'll say, why not wait it out or pray for this person? There's nobody that God cannot change. So what's your take on that?
That's
No,
that's
I have my
I
own.
don't
I have my
just
own.
run. But I feel like once there's physical aggression, just run. Like, don't give it a thought. Don't try to understand. Don't try to rationalize. Don't try to seek help for third parties. Just run, and then from that distance, you can try to help the person.
Right?
Though most times they don't change. Something it has to be like not you inform making them. It has to be like a personal decision that I
Exactly. And
experienced
I
this.
heard you say that on your video, and that piqued my interest, right? Where you said people don't change. And honestly, I won't lie. I thought I gave it a thought. I swear I did. I gave it a thought. I was like, I started from myself. I won't even lie. I started from myself, and I was like, let me take it back in time. Like, let me look back at my life. How much have I changed? And truthfully, not so much.
Exactly.
I'm very honest. You have to be honest. Yeah, I haven't even changed much. Like some people see me, like people that knew me in school, they are like, "Hey, you're still a noise. Like everything, you never even change. Ah, you still make so much noise. Like, like right now, I'm cashing out with it, baby. So
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
make up.
yeah. So
I found my niche with it, so why not? Did you understand? So like that brings me to the point you made. People don't change, right? Um, Okay, someone is tagging. Okay, I wanted to read that comment. All right, so people don't change really. So like when people say wait it out. Like I'm like, okay, I like what you just said. Just do that from a distance. Probably step aside first, and then wait for the person to change. Right?
exactly. I
All right.
feel
Thank
like
you.
it's enough grounds to like end any relationship once it goes physical, because many times it doesn't stop. There have been instances where I've read where a man had slapped his wife once and excuse me, and after that incident it did not occur again. But like more often than not, if he slaps you today, in the next 2 years he won't be slapping you, maybe be blowing you, and then in the next 2 years, if you're not blowing, now I think that I think it's the biggest red flag actually, physical
Right?
abuse, because
Yeah. Okay.
it
So
impacts the relationship and impacts the children. It impacts so many things.
hi, Jay
So
Praise. Hey. Okay. Oh my people, I just have to give a holla. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. So that being said, we've been hitting on physical abuse ever since, right?
yeah,
Right?
let's switch.
How about verbal and emotional abuse? What's your take on that one? Verbal and
So
emotional abuse. And I'll paint a picture for you,
yeah,
okay? But just tell me what your take is on that one.
so emotional abuse it comes in different forms. Is it okay? So let's use not acknowledging your partner's emotions. So, for example, if your wife or husband feels a certain way about certain things, for example, I don't like my wife or my babe interacting with somebody, and then I communicate my displeasure with that relationship or with that relationship, like, and I tell her, oh, I don't want you, I'm not comfortable with your relationship with this
Interaction
person.
with this person.
Yeah. So and she's like, oh no, 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 you're being insecure. There's nothing. There's blah 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 blah. I think that's a form of emotional abuse because you're not acknowledging and respecting how your behavior is causing another person to feel. I want to think that is what emotional abuse is by and large about. Not recognizing, acknowledging, not accepting that your behavior is causing your partner to feel a certain way, even if you think it's not rational. And I think that many times emotional abuse can be corrected. And
Okay.
this is where for example, going for therapy comes in. I don't like therapy. I don't endorse it at all. I feel like I'm serious. I'm not an advocate of, oh, let's
Why
go for
is that?
therapy, because you are talking to human beings as well. They have their biases, and many times this is just my own personal opinion.
Okay.
Like, it's
Okay.
okay to
Okay.
disagree. So
I
like,
have done therapy,
uh,
so I can tell you a thing or two.
so yes, I feel like anything I want to tell a therapist, for example, I can tell maybe my sister or somebody that we both respect and know. I really don't. I know that there's a place of, oh, having this discussion with a third party that knows either of us, and then the bias of the third party informing their advice or their opinion on what we've shared. But like, by and large, I'm not a fan of therapy. I'm not an advocate. I'm so sorry.
Hey,
It's part of
you are spoiling,
because
you are spoiling my brother's business right now. It's bad.
it's part of my own, like,
Their
own.
conviction. Okay, trust me. Yeah, and some people. Yeah, but
So
I was just going to say something though about that one. So when it comes to therapy, right? It's not just anybody you're related with. Okay, so these are psychologists, of course, trained, well certified psychologists. So they are already trained in the aspects of human behavior, behavioral patterns, and I mean how the mind works. So that's what that's what they train for. Do you understand? So they can tell
you do
you,
it. Sorry, did you do it psychology?
trust me, like it opens up your mind. I'm telling you
Sorry,
this. It
you
opens
do
up
it
your mind.
psychology. You do it psychology.
No, I did not, but my younger brother did.
Okay.
But I'm passionate about like human behavior and all of that, but I didn't study psychology. My younger brother did, so he's a certified psychologist and he does therapy. So that's, as I said, you're spoiling his business, but that's okay. That everybody's entitled to their own opinions. So that being said, therapy is really good. Trust me. I mean, I had to go through it at some point, and I'm glad. I'm very very glad I did. I'm very glad I did because
I
it
think
opened
it's
up
good
my
for
mind.
women though, but continue. I know that sounded
That
sexist.
is
I just feel like
not bias. Listen,
I feel therapy is good for women. For guys,
how would you say that?
because you people
No,
that
trust
like
me.
talking about
A lot
stuff,
of men need therapy in this world.
I feel like men need, like, we need
A
reorientation,
rehab.
not
I
rehab,
like
like
for
reorientation, like, oh, educating them on this. This is not really good, and we don't have to be physical. Or this not therapy, like, oh,
a real proper
most of
therapy.
you are sitting down and then you're pouring out your thoughts. When I was small, I slapped one person, and then all those talks. I feel like most guys do not need it. This is my personal opinion
That's your
and
first
what I've
opinion.
observed
No problem.
and what I've observed among
But,
most guys. You just need
but,
to.
but you know what's funny? That can work with a guy who listens. Like you said, someone that can have reasonable conversations with you, and then you tell them stuff and they listen. But like not for people that have proven time and time again that
I
listen.
know the year word.
I'm a coconut head. I don't listen to nobody. Like that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
You don't know that, man. You need a higher power. Like I can't deal
Who
with you
is
right
there?
now.
Be a girl, obviously. Therapy is good for both gender.
Thank you, Derby. Thank you, Derby.
Lady,
Listen,
yes or yes?
ladies, I said it earlier. This is interactive. I don't know. Better speak up now. Okay, Ethel just dropped a comment. Let me read that. I would recommend therapy any day, anytime. Yes, everybody can fix a car, but only a professional would do a professional job on the car. Same goes to the human mind. Hey,
I
give it up, give it up, give it up,
don't
my
agree, sir. I don't
guy.
agree. I don't agree.
You do not agree?
Yes, no.
I actually do agree because you know why I'm
So
saying
what are we
this.
going for therapy for? What did you? So, for example, you had an issue. That's why you had to go for therapy. Yeah.
Somebody said I agree with Ethel.
So
Okay,
why, for example, why do you think I need to go for therapy?
we're all turning against you now.
I like
Taiwo,
it. I
you're going to
like
have to defend.
it.
We did idea against you now. Defend yourself.
Yeah, tell me, why do you think I need to go for therapy, for example? What do you think I need to go for therapy for?
Okay, for you, Taiwo, I can't tell because I mean I don't know you that well, right? So do you understand? So I can't really tell. But I mean, for a guy that is abusive. Okay, let me paint this scenario. A guy that has shown that, okay, for instance, there's a story, right, of somebody that made an attempt to kill himself, his wife, and kids at a given time
Mm.
because he felt they were depressed. He was depressed, actually.
So why
He was
is he killing
depressed.
his wife and kids with
Why
him if he's depressed?
can't he just go and die
I mean,
alone, Abi?
just do you. Why are
You
you
understand?
dragging if
Do
it's
you
just
like
like
really? Don't rope me into it, my brother.
you're tired of life? Go help us reduce human population. Why are you dragging your
Okay.
wife and your
I
children?
beg you, why are you dragging them in? Do you understand? So when someone has done this and then made like people that also break up things in the house when they are mad and all of that. Do you understand?
And
So
it's
for people
they
like
have
that,
money, that's why.
what if they don't even have the
I
money?
don't know. I've not seen anybody destitute exhibit that kind of behavior. I
We don't
can't.
have some million stacked up somewhere to be the craziest thing ever,
You
right?
can't break your house knowing that you don't have money to sleep elsewhere, or you break your bed. There's nowhere to sleep. Break your
Trust me,
phone. Nobody's
trust
buying
me.
that.
I know one or two of them. Oof. I've seen some cool guys, cool.
Are they normal guys?
So,
And like another thing is,
okay.
um, one of the reasons why we have behaviors like this because of substance abuse. So, like
Mm,
most people abuse drugs or
mm-hmm.
drink irrationally, smoke, all those things,
Exactly,
and it alters
exactly.
their behavior and cognitive reasoning. So many
Yeah.
times, when you say you know somebody that has done this, more often than not, you know that you it's very likely that the person is prone to, maybe person takes substances basically that would propel him to behave like that. But like no normal sane person will just be angry and start smashing things down for no.
So those are the kind of people like I'm talking about. Those are the kind of people that I recommend therapy
Yeah,
for.
yeah, they do.
You understand? Because they've obviously shown signs of
True.
abnormality. Right, exactly. So in that case, I'm just honestly like Debbie. I think Debbie just said something now. She said it is good for the mind. It is good to ease the tension and stress of life. It might not mean anything to you. Talking to you now, Taiwo, you,
No, I
not me. You.
have coconut head. It
Ah,
might not mean anything to me.
ah, ah,
But
ah.
just having
Yeah.
someone
So
listening to you
that
talk is
was
the
to go
tension.
not there. You don't need to hear one.
But me,
So
like,
it might not mean anything to you, but just having someone to listen to you takes like to talk. Oh, sorry, to listen someone to listen to you talk is the tension, something like that. Okay, someone to listen to you talk eases off the tension, which is very true. Listen,
me, I have people that listen to me. That's why. Maybe because I have people that listen to me.
maybe yes, and I think you're a conversational person. That's what it shows.
Yeah,
Like you have good conversations because you said it earlier that I mean you like for someone to have a conversation with you, right? Tell you what you're not doing right, and you probably would work on it, right?
yeah.
Okay, good. So it's very good if that works for you, then that's fine. Do you
Yeah.
understand? But like some people that have shown signs of not listening when they are being spoken to, you know that at this point, this person really needs the professional help. Do you
Yeah,
understand?
yeah, I
Yeah.
do.
So I mean, I don't think we should bash the idea of therapy, really.
No, I'm not bashing it. I just said that I don't
You don't
think me. I just say I
like
don't
it.
think personally.
I
I
tell
will
people that
not go
very
for
the table
therapy,
taker.
even if
You
it's
all don't know
free.
what you're up against.
Even if it's free, okay, if it's free, I might go just to hear what the person has to say. But like in my heart of heart, I'm like, so what did you do
You're
when you
too
were small?
Nigerian. Now we'll come back to
I'm
Nigeria.
not.
Stop it.
I'm too Nigerian for therapy. I'm sorry. What did you do
I
when you were
swear you're
small?
too Nigerian to therapy.
No, I beg. What did you do? So like, I'll most likely,
Especially when you're with your fellow guy, right?
guy man, me and I gather there. They tell am say, I beg. I might go, but like, I just feel like,
I think you need for your therapy. You need a babe.
babe, make her dey
Yeah.
tell babe wetin do me.
That one even worse. So okay. You don't catch me. I surrender. You don't like therapy. You don't.
Maybe
All right. It's
I
fine.
might someday go, but it's very unlikely.
All right.
Uh, It's very
Trust me. Like I feel like I just pray the need doesn't arise for
I'm
you.
praying.
Just,
Amen.
take it, receive it, receive it.
Amen. By faith. By faith.
Okay, all right, Tyrone. So I mean that's it. I mean I think therapy, like everyone has people who are passing their very very valid comments, and I really appreciate. Thank you so much, Ethel. Thank you, Derby. I mean, okay, Derby said something. I said and help you realize that you are not in the situation alone, and you can go through life knowing that someone else has been there. Very very true. I mean, when I did therapy, I was given a story. I mean, trust me, this thing is terrible. You should just try for the heck of it. For the heck of it. Trust me, you'll be amazed at
It's
what
not
you find.
something compelled you to go.
He said,
Something
yeah, something actually compelled
compelled
me
you.
to go. Yes, actually, something
So
compelled
I'm
me to
just
go
saying
on it. It was
that
an experience I
so
had.
far, the joy of the Lord is in my heart. I'm not saying
Amen, brother.
I'm not, no, no,
Preach,
no, no. I'm serious.
preach.
I'm serious now. I'm serious. But like, I'm not
No,
really.
you don't be too serious. I'm sorry. Like when you're talking
I've
with
gone
me.
through. I've seen Shege. I've seen stuff. But like, my mind doesn't just go to. I need to. If I need to talk to someone about anything, I can talk to my sister. I can talk to my babe. I can talk like there. I can talk to my pastor. There are a lot of people I can talk to if I really, really must talk about that thing. And
Yeah.
my mom is there, my dad is there, I can talk to them. So it will not really occur to me to, oh, this has happened to me. How can I address this? And then, oh, let me go for therapy, and I pack my bag and go and meet the professional therapist, and we're talking. So when you were small, sorry that I'm saying when
Okay.
you were small, because I've tried in Jordan Peterson, he had one course that I wanted to do one time, and then it required you documenting what you had done from small. So it was like, oh, when we were small, where did you mess? Not where did you mess? I'm just saying like all these
Hey,
questions,
darling,
like
let's stay
when we were
first.
small.
I feel like don't
Me,
it
I
up.
don't have retentive memory. I don't know what I did when I was. I don't remember what I was. I don't remember that time don't
Stop
go. Do you
playing
get?
for you. How can you say that?
I don't remember. I'm serious. I remember, but like I don't think any of the behavior I exhibit today I I think
Mm.
oh I need to talk to a therapist about it. It's good that this guy has said all these people I talk to act as
Yes,
my therapist.
act like exactly. So that's I was going to
But
say
it's
that
not
just for you.
professional. That's what I'm trying to say. They are not trained therapists. It's not professional help.
No,
Most people
no,
that need therapy
but
talk
it's
to them
very
and
helpful.
to them.
Yeah, because in life, a lot of things are therapeutic already. Do you get
True.
yes? You understand? Yes. So you have a good support system. Do you
Yeah.
understand? You have a good support system. That's why it comes up across to you like you don't really need therapy because I mean you have people, and I'm sure you have great minds around you, people that you respect their opinions, and these things matter. I think everyone needs that. But I mean, in a situation where you can't really afford to have that at the moment, I mean, things happen. You lose friends, or like you change your circle in life, and so you lose touch with some people that you feel like would have been your confidants at those times. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So at that moment, you need. I mean, like especially when you get hit hard with a situation,
God, I
you
don't
need
want
like
to
a.
be eater, though. I'm not your strong warrior.
I
Don't
I
want to
prayed for you.
allow.
I prayed for you already. Don't worry,
Thank
you're
you.
fine.
Thank you.
Receive it.
Amen.
Take it.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Amen. I receive. I receive.
Oh God. Oh my God. Listen, listen, guys. At this point, I want to say, do you have any questions? Does anybody have any questions? Because I know
Oh,
I've
someone
I've
asked a question actually. He asked what
felt. Oh, please. Can you read it out to me? Because I don't
he
think I can
said.
see it right now.
What can you explain about emotional intelligence in the context of abuse in relationships?
Okay, good. Was that directed to me or to you? I think you should
It
answer
was
that.
directed at me actually.
Good. Hey, so what do
So,
you have to
what
say
kind
about that?
of abuse is it? Is it so like there are different kinds of abuse first,
Right, right, right.
and
Mm.
different kind of emotions will come up when you abuse different ways. So, if you abuse physically, one of the emotions that will come up is rage. You want to fight back, you want something bad to happen to the person. So your emotional intelligence at that time is, oh, how can I first, if someone slaps me, emotional intelligence can tell me to run away or to not hit them back because if I hit them, they may die. So sorry that I'm using that, but I
Can
might be
you
too
imagine?
I might be too vivid.
Bruce
If a girl,
Almighty.
if a girl slaps
Hey.
me now, I might feel like, you have mind to start. But emotional intelligence will tell me that this person if I touch her, she may faint. So let me not just touch her. Do you get? So within the context
Okay.
of abuse relationship,
Yeah.
it's just knowing the best reaction to what has happened. Because many times when people are abused, it causes them to like lose touch with how best to behave. Oh,
Of course.
this person has been abusing me verbally. What should I do? Should I start abusing the person back, or should I
Mm.
communicate that this person is doing?
Now that you
So
said that, I'm sorry, I just have to tell you, like a lot of people have actually, I've heard people say things like that. I mean, if you don't have to leave. If they do, you do them
do your
back.
own back. It's lack of emotional intelligence, actually.
Right? Thank you so much for playing that air. I'm telling you, because I watched a movie recently. I mean, I know it's a movie, but these things happen. So I watched a movie recently where a woman, she's been taking the abuse all the while, right? And then one day she decided to fight back.
Hmm.
But guess what happened? That was the day she died.
Wow.
Yeah, she died, left her two daughters. Because, like, I mean, the man felt like, oh, you're trying to fight back at me now. So,
Oh
yeah,
no,
he
that's
intensified.
bad.
And
That man too.
of course, he didn't know, he didn't mean to kill his wife.
Obviously.
When she died, that was like, oh, waking up out of, she's dead.
Hmm.
So that's why
When your
I do not,
when your babe cheat on you, cheat back is lack of emotional intelligence
right?
as well. Because that's not the best response to it. Basically, what emotional intelligence does is that it helps you to behave correctly. It helps you to react
Mm.
correctly. It's not like you won't feel.
Respond
Obviously,
the right kind of
exactly,
emotions to the situation.
exactly. So because if somebody beats me now, somebody slaps me now, my first reaction, the first emotion is rage and wanting to react equally. So,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
knowing that this could, as person
Going
can
back,
die, I can die, I can go to prison from this. Is it the
exactly.
best way to behave?
Hmm.
Is this the best reaction? Is this what Jesus would have done? Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm being really, but like, yeah,
yeah.
all of those things. Emotional abuse. Yes, that's why I said that if somebody insults you, oh, especially as you're speaking, that's verbal abuse. What kind of, okay, basically not acknowledging your emotions. So you have a spouse that you tell, oh, I don't appreciate this kind of behavior. The tone of your voice causes me to feel a certain way, and then you are dismissing that emotion. So I think that what you can do if you are in the receiving end is to, if you see that communication is not working, personally, I feel like you can call a third party into it, a third party that you respect or that she respects, and have her.
Some people don't respect
Have her.
anybody.
You
Some people
know,
don't respect anybody.
so I think that it's also wrong to like commit to people that don't respect anybody. They don't. There's no one friend that can talk to them. There's no one family member, no mother, no father, no pastor. If he's not accountable, if she's not accountable to anybody, does not fear anybody, does not say please, beg, okay, I don't fuck up. Don't tell mommy. Don't. If there's no one person in that person's life that can talk to the person, the person hears this voice and the person is a little trembled, or the person is like, oh, don't do that, then I don't think that person is really a good person to be with. It has to be somebody
Right?
that he or she is accountable to, or he,
Yeah.
yes, so
Yeah, Dice Pine said gaslighting can be emotional abuse. Do you agree with that? That gaslighting can be. Mm.
yes.
Yeah, people who have authority issues, that's a red flag already. Very true. That's what you just said
So
now. Yeah.
if you can't talk to, nobody can talk to them, Jesus can't talk to them, pastor can't, just leave them. Some of us are very coconut-headed, but at least there's still fear of, oh, don't tell this person, don't tell that person. I speak for myself because I can be very, 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 very coconut-headed. Like,
Nova! Hey, my G, one of my realest G's just joined us. But Chris, you're joining late. You're joining late, but it's okay. I forgive you.
so, yes,
Okay.
well, emotional abuse basically it's just thinking of, oh, what's the best way to go about this. If there's no, one of the problems with people is they don't know how to walk away. Maybe they are not loved at home, but like you really really need to like build yourself to the point where you can actually.
But Taiwo, I'm sorry, but you know you're Nigerian, right? You know the Nigerian culture doesn't make it easy to walk away. Like I'm speaking for Nigerian people.
You will not care about the culture, no, maybe.
If you borrow small coconut headness from you.
Yeah, because the truth is you cannot put the culture you can't put the culture above yourself. If the culture is
Above
impacting
yourself, very
if you
true.
die, people will say, for example, if a woman
You
dies
can't
from physical
say it right
abuse,
and dance on your burial,
if,
God forbid.
yes, if you die from physical abuse, everybody in the comment section will say she should have left. She doesn't have left. Meanwhile, in real life, they are stigmatizing against single mothers that left their husband. But you shouldn't care about what people. You should care, but like you should put yourself first before over what people will say. What this because
I'm telling
eventually it's
you,
your life. You have
yes,
to
it's your
you have to
life,
live
like
for
I say.
yourself. Everybody
I
is
can
living
tell
for
you that for a
themselves.
fact. Yes, you're very, 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 very correct. 110, 110% correct. So thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. In fact, Taiwo, I'm enjoying this gist. Like for me right now, it's just gist, but I'm very, very sure that one or two people have learned so much. I have learned
I've
myself. I
also
mean, like
learned as well
you've
that
learned, right? Are you
therapy is
sure?
not the baddest thing in
Ah,
the world.
you see? Voila! You actually did learn that one.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Somebody's dragging me to a meeting here. Oh my God. Okay, that's my cue to run. But Taiwo, before you leave, I'm an MC, right? So you cannot come to my live and not play a game. I want you to just do something for me real quick, Taiwo. Do you mind?
I pray it's something that I have the capacity to do. If I have the
You
capacity to
you're a child of God. Have you forgot? You can do all things through Christ that
do it.
strengthens.
Okay.
Voila!
Yeah.
I get you there, right?
Yeah.
All right, so just this a simple task, very simple task. All right, so Taiwo, help me explain this in English. How many years it takes in your me in 30 seconds?
How many words?
How many years it takes in your me? Explain it to us in English in
What
30 seconds, please.
what's the age gap between us?
No? What's the age gap
Yes, no. Age
between
gap is
us?
the difference in age between two people. Yes.
No, the only person that has gotten this thing like one hand. What kind of rubbish is this? I do have to be that. Listen, I brought this up at an event and everybody was, I had a good time laughing. Like I just
Everybody just
had a
a
good
joke.
time meeting everybody. What? I mean,
Noise.
I'm talking CEOs. I'm sorry, but like I'm talking CEOs of companies and everything. Like they were there, and I was just using to catch crews up and down. Like it was so correct. Like all the age guys. All right, thank you. Oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Like you don't think I'm a baby? Sorry, Tabi. My girl said he don't even think I'm. We didn't even discuss. It's not like as if I told him anything or anything. Yeah, he's smart like that. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much,
thank you.
Tayo. I look forward to doing this again with you, maybe
Definitely. Same
later.
here, same here, same here.
Right,
Everybody in the comment section,
hey.
thank you for interacting with
Thank you,
us. We
everybody.
appreciate
Derek
every
Lee,
one of you.
Estelle,
SAO.
Blessing, Dice Fine. Everybody, if I didn't call your name, I'm so sorry. But like, I just want to let you know that you all are the best test ever. Thank you for supporting us, thank you for joining us, and thank you for being very interactive. Taiwo,
Okay,
thank
now.
you.
We'll talk in the DMs. Bye. Thank you.
Sure, we'll
Okay.
talk. Yeah, bye.
Yeah, bye.
Okay. Yeah.